Hi there guys, my name is Val Borovinskiy. I'm a filmmaker, musician. I'm located in New York City and I'm here to talk about my latest project, which was a music video to the song Sex. I'm going to be covering topics like what camera we used, what lenses we use, how did I research a look, what inspired me to do that. Music video, first of all, I would like to start with location. We shot it at the really small studio with a wide screen, which we tried to make look bigger. Not even try to make it look bigger, but we had to shoot variety of shots in a really small space and make them look much different. So we focused on a lot of close-ups. That's a great trick. If you have a really small space, you can focus on close-ups. So we focused on close-ups, we focused on body shots, on dance break, and I realized, I knew that it's going to be a lot of surface of face and it has to be high quality something. But we didn't have a budget, we didn't have money for great locations or anything else. So we decided to go, if you're on a budget, we decided to go with a camera, Canon 7D, which is a great camera, not expensive at all if you use it right. Canon 7D does not really shoot in, doesn't have an option to shoot a raw footage, but my DP was a really smart guy and he decided to go with this device that's called Ninja. I believe you can buy it online on Amazon for like $300 or rent one, or just buy one and then return for your shoot if you're on a budget again. And so basically what it does, you connect it to a camera and footage on its way through the wire to a external recorder from a camera. This Ninja is like catches raw footage and doesn't let it go. Doesn't let it go smaller, does not transform it to any kind of different format, in easy words. Yeah, so I had this big raw footage files, which is so much better for color correction. It's just a better quality, everything better. It takes your video to a new level if you use it right. You have to definitely research how to do it better, to work with a DP who used to work with Ninja, who used to do this kind of trick, but you can achieve great results doing it. I researched it a lot for my music video. I think the best way to research is just to look as people work and a good work. People watch videos, look at the music video if it has a good amount of views, look what kind of shots they used. So I wanted something really provocative. I wanted something straight lines kind of look. I did not want video to look busy. I knew that video is going to be focused on 3 people, me, dancer and an actress, so it have to be a straight lines in a video. It cannot be distracted by anything else. If you watch the video you understand what I'm talking about. So I just watched a whole bunch of videos on YouTube, different kind of bands, famous artists. I tried to make it look different, so I researched a lot of independent artists in South Africa, all over the world, because current artists tend to try really hard, I think, and they have a lot of money to try really hard. So if you don't have a lot of money, you have to have a concept. You have to. I think that camera choice is one of the most important choices before filming anything. I would say my top 3 camera choices would be Canon 7D, sorry, Blackmagic, they just came out with a new one, and old-fashioned Canon Mark 3D, which is great camera if you use it right again. It has a great range of everything, great quality, and really easy to use. Blackmagic, it's one of the best cameras I've happened to work with. If you would compare it to the Red, I'm a filmmaker, I came from a classic filmmaking school, and Blackmagic give you that film look no matter what you shoot. You can shoot a finger, you can shoot a lamp, and it's gonna look like in a movie. It just has something in it. I would say, if you compare it to a Red, which is really famous camera, and a lot of people spend so much money to shoot on Red, it gives you kind of like this great quality. You can see every piece of hair in a video, but it would not look as cinematic as Blackmagic. So those are my 3 top camera choices, which all 3 of them really affordable. A new Blackmagic I believe you can buy for $5,000, not necessarily have to buy. You can rent one. If you would choose buy or rent a camera, I think I always rent. I try to use different cameras. For instance, my to-go camera is a Canon 60D. It's just something to have. It's something what I'm filming with right now. It's give you a great quality, it's give you full resolution. If you use light right, if you use sound right, it has all those capabilities. It's not as good for filming a project. To research a camera, you know, I use a lot Amazon. You know, when they have a bestseller, for some reason it is a bestseller. For some reason people like it. And people who would spend that much money for a camera would not know what they're buying. So those are not regular people, those are professionals. I use a lot of videos on YouTube when people test cameras. It's the greatest way when they compare cameras. It takes a while, but I would say Amazon and YouTube. First of all, I think you have to have a budget in mind. You have to have a budget. If you're renting, okay, are you willing to spend $50 or $250? Are you willing to spend $500 or $1,000, right? If you want to rent, what are you willing to spend the same time? And based on your budget, based on my budget, for instance, in my example, I would go online and I would see what cameras in that budget, using Amazon first to find a price, and once I found a price, I find that camera online on YouTube. Most likely it's going to be some kind of really famous camera, and I'll see what other people, professionals, have to do with it, what they do. Did they test it? What happened? I put a lot of time into research. Right now I'm really good at it, I do it all the time. I would say it would take me, I usually take it kind of in sessions. I can research for an hour and a half, and then again, I would say 2 to 3 hours in general. It doesn't take really long, especially with videos on YouTube. It's also a perfect way, perfect source of finding something. I think that the most important factor into choosing a camera, right camera for shoot, would be what kind of look you're going for. What are you trying to do? Are you trying to do a cinematic look? That's what I appreciate the most all the time. Or are you looking for something more glamorous? By glamorous I mean really high definition kind of, you want to see each detail. I would go with red epic, red one, even old version, anything. The best way to understand is to look other videos and how other filmmakers manage to use that camera. What did they do? So most of the time, honestly, it's about what you have already. Most of the time my DP already have a camera if I work with a new DP, so that's just what you use. I don't think that, I think with the light, with the right fashion, location, you can achieve much better results. Camera, here's an advice, camera does not define a concept. Camera does not define a location. Camera does not define lighting. Camera does not define your script or your art. So a lot of people think if they're gonna invest a lot of money in a camera, they're gonna have a dope project. Bullshit, they're not. Because you can really go with something as easy as Canon 7D and have a great results if you use it right. Use it right. And honestly, I have a lot of advice because I never had huge budget. I had good enough budget or no budget. And that's why I learned a lot of skills how to be able to achieve great look by taking a cheap camera and use it smart, using different devices. It's just something what you have to research additionally. Lenses, very important to use a right lens. They have a lot of cinematic lenses. I don't remember all the names, but those are big ones. And lens is really important, but it's kind of like good quality images combination of a body of a camera and a lens together. If you have really good body for a camera, honestly, any lens would do, as long as it's a good enough lens. Any Canon lens would do, because if you have really bad body of a camera but great lens, this great lens, by capturing light correctly, will save your footage, will make it look so much more better than it could be. In terms of lenses, I just think of a shots. I think what shots I write a storyboard or just write in a notes what shots, how do I envision them. If I know I'll be using close-ups, I'll look at the lens, I look at the close-ups. For instance, I can use like some Justin Bieber video or any kind of video, those artists out there who has money. And I would go online, I would look at those videos, I would send a screenshot to my DP, director of photography, if you don't know what I'm saying, and he would tell me, oh, I think they used 80mm for this shot or something else, and I'm like, oh, okay, great, and we try to think what lens they used, and usually for close-ups 80mm, I think that's the best camera. It makes your face look so good. Thank you very much for watching this interview, and watch my music video on my YouTube channel, Val Borovinskiy, soon. And yeah, I hope I helped you somehow in order for you to achieve the best results possible for your future project. And good luck!